Do you realize? Do you realize how much trouble you've caused with all this? The number of people you've deceived. The faith of the people who've climbed up there to see that little show of yours. Do you think it's right to keep doing this? You know, these things happen sometimes with children. A little game goes further than intended. At some point, someone has to put an end to it. Now, Conchita, let's be honest. Did you see the Virgin in San Sebastián de Garabandal?
No.
Never?
Never. I have never seen the Virgin. It was all a trick. We made it up.
Good. Sign this, and the whole thing will just fade away like a dream.
Isn't he handsome, the brigadier? I heard he's going to be promoted.
Maybe they'll send him someplace more important, like Madrid.
Where are you going?
I don't know.
teacher's wife will hear you and tell my
no
mother.
use running away, Maricruz. We've seen you, and we're gonna tell the owner.
Contessa, will you go check the orchard?
Now that we've picked all these apples that aren't ours, our poor guardian angel must be sad, and the devil happy. Let's throw stones at him.
Conchita! What are you doing?
Conchita? What is it? Something's happening to Conchita. Hey, girls, where have you been?
We've been picking apples.
But how come you're so excited?
Well,
we saw an angel. An angel?
Don't worry, I'll talk with them tomorrow. And with the other kids, I'll do the same thing.
Brigadier, I'm sure you'll do the right thing, but please let me speak with them first. I am their teacher, and I know them very well. It might just be the village boys playing a prank.
I think they just have a vivid imagination. But sure, go ahead. We can talk again later.
Now what are we going to do?
Ask Jesus for forgiveness.
Oh my, what's going on? Is it true you've seen an angel?
Yes, ma'am.
But are you sure you didn't imagine it?
No, ma'am, no. We saw an angel.
Well, let's go to the church. Let's pray to Jesus in the Eucharist and sit with him a while. Come on.
Conchita, didn't I tell you to be home before dark?
Mom?
The things I've heard today. And to top it all, you arrive home late.
Mom, it's just that we saw an angel.
First you arrive late, and then you tell me lies.
But it's true. I saw an angel.
Look here, Conchita. Even if you saw an angel, you and the whole village and the Blessed Virgin, your chores come first. I told you to be home before dark, so you get home before dark.
But Mom, really?
Really, she says. Tell me this, Conchita. Why are you home late?
Well, I was down by the lane with Jacinta, Maricruz, and Mariloli, and we saw the angel, Mom. It was like a boy, but...
No, Conchita, give up the fairy tales. Would you behave like this if your father was alive?
Mom, it's the truth.
Look, I told you not to arrive home after dark, and that's that. So what happens now? You go to bed without supper.
So then, what have these girls been up to? And why did I have to get here in such a hurry?
There's talk of seeing an angel. It was probably a big hawk or something that gave them a fright.
The poor creatures. White as a sheet they were, shaking.
Nothing to get all hot and bothered about. I'll speak with them. Just children playing games, no doubt.
Don Valentin, don't you worry. Here comes the Brigadier.
He'll take care of the matter.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning, Brigadier.
Good morning.
Just as well you're here, just in time.
Nah.
We have a problem on our hands with these girls.
It's not that big of a deal, man.
Let's see if you can put a stop
Exactly.
to it.
No big deal. No big deal.
I hope so.
It's not worth talking about. Nothing to worry about.
See, that's just what I
It's just
said.
kids being kids. There's no point in making a
Hey,
big deal.
speak of the devil. Here come the girls.
Don Valentin, come with me, please.
Let's get to the
Yeah,
bottom
I
of
gotta
this.
sort it
Jacinta, Maricruz. So what's this all about you seeing some angels?
No,
What a relief.
we didn't see some angels. We just saw one. He was like a really strong boy.
Listen here, you're making a big mistake. Come with me now to the church and we'll tell people that, well, that...
You don't need to be scared just because we saw an angel.
Girls, listen up. Conchita Gonzalez was there with you, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's go pay her a visit
I think that's a good
and
idea.
see what she has to say.
Come on,
Valentin.
let's go, let's go.
Girls.
Conchita, pay close attention. I have a village full of kids who all want to see an angel. And to make matters worse, their parents are telling me that the children don't want to do their chores and that I'm the one filling their heads with daft ideas. Have I not taught you that you can't go around deceiving people like that? Haven't I told you 1,000 times that you can't tell lies? Now come on, what the heck happened last night?
I wasn't lying, Don Valentin. I can't explain it. It was... We saw an angel. He was like a boy, but really strong.
Really, really strong. Really, really strong. But...
If you keep up this nonsense, we're gonna have to call the civil guard, and they will question you and send you to the slammer for being liars. Isn't that right, Brigadier?
Well, I think His Lordship the Judge has more important things to do than deciding which of these four has won the last game of hide and seek. It's all just a kid's game, right?
Yes, it's true. We were playing, but we did see the angel. We're not lying. You gotta believe us.
Okay. We'll let a few days go by and see what happens. And if you see the angel, you ask him on my behalf who he is and what's he doing here.
This guy's crazier than they are. Quit while you're ahead, little girl. Have you any idea the trouble you're causing your poor mother? What do you want, to finish her off with your mischief? This isn't a game. This is getting out of hand. Hurry, boy.
Don Valentin, this could get very ugly very fast. By the way, have you spoken with the bishop?
No, not yet, no. Thing is, to make matters worse, we don't have a bishop. Only what's called an apostolic administrator. Monsignor Alfaro is his name. But yes, he's very interested in talking to us.
Don Valentin, I have no idea about this church stuff. But I do know this business has already gone too far.
And how did you get involved in this whole thing, Seiko? Have they promoted you to brigadier just to watch over little girls playing games in the village?
Your Excellency, I'm glad you have such a high opinion of me. But I got caught up in this by accident. That being said, the fact that big crowds of people are climbing up to a village which, as you well know, is under my jurisdiction, forces me to get involved in the situation. And that, I believe, is plenty of reason for me to intervene.
Well, let's get to the point then, Don Valentin. Why am I receiving so many phone calls about this matter? Is it really that difficult to keep peace in a village parish? I have things that are much more important than wasting time over 4 hysterical girls.
Your Excellency, I've spoken to the girls about what happened.
What happened? But nothing has happened. It's been 6 days now since you informed me about their little game in the streets. I've heard quite enough. Look, you are in San Sebastian to guide the people in their simple devotions. Not to create in the diocese a revolution.
I wish you would lend yourself, in person I mean to say, and would be able to analyze these occurrences. You yourself. It's not that simple. They say that...
Yes, I know. People believe the Virgin is going to appear tomorrow. I know.
I think someone should speak severely to the girls and make an announcement in the village apologizing for any confusion that the girls may have caused.
Yeah. And what if it's true?
I've already taken control of all this. You just stay out of the way. Vergara has volunteered to direct a study of the matter. Father Juan Antonio will assist him. They will keep me informed of everything that's going on.
Your Excellency, perhaps it's not that big a deal.
Yeah. Enough. You just do your job. We will take charge of the matter. I should probably move you somewhere else. Just try not to get in the way. It's all under control.
Brigadier.
Yes, Father.
One moment. I know to you this is something that may seem insignificant, but you must put a stop to it.
Thank you for your advice, Father, but not to worry. I have it all under control.
Under control? It's getting totally out of hand. I'm told yesterday hundreds of people went up there to see the angel. What are you going to do when thousands turn up? Tomorrow they're expecting the Virgin. Why would the Virgin appear to 4 girls in a mountain village that cars can hardly get to? Use your head, man. This is going to cause problems for both of us.
Thank you, Father, for your advice.
It's too bad. They've gone crazy.
Mariloli, Conchita, Jacinta, Maricruz, Maricruz, Maricruz.
Eri impossibile apud Deo, omne verum. Surgem autem Maria. In diebus illis habit in montana cum. Festinatione in civitatem Iude. Et intravi in domum Zacharia e salutavit Elizabeth. Mary went in haste to the mountain.
Excuse me?
What do you think about that?
It's an interesting detail.
And what are we going to do? How can we forbid all these people who want to come and see the Virgin from coming here?
You know what? I have to admit that the other day when I was with the girls, something happened that really affected me. I went to talk with them, to dissuade them, and...
What?
I can't explain it. When I touched Maricruz, it was a weird sensation. She was like a statue, rigid. It wasn't normal, that's for sure.
Madre mia.
Good afternoon, Father.
Good afternoon.
What a spectacle you have organized here today. Who's in charge of tickets?
And who are you?
Dr. Morales. I'm a psychiatrist. His Excellency the Bishop has put me in charge of studying what's happening here. I'm the chief medical authority on the investigating committee.
Well, if you're the chief medical expert, how come you're not with the other experts?
Oh, I'm just strolling around, finding things out, talking with people, getting the lie of the land, so to speak. And you know what? That girl, the girl with the braided hair, she's the one who controls the other 3. She's epileptic, and perhaps a serious case of schizophrenia.
Epileptic?
Yes, epileptic. I'm gonna hypnotize her this evening. You'll see how all this stuff about visions will be over.
Schizophrenia.
This here is the instrument. You hold it with your fingers. And the most important thing, the patient must really stare at it. And that way, it's easier to hypnotize them.
So much for the expert.
You won't be able to move them. They're having an attack of epilepsy and get very stiff.
Very good, Mama. Today I stacked piles of hay in the meadow for the cows. It was hard work.
Don Valentin? He's ugly, but he's a really good man.
Yes, Mama. We like praying for them. For the civil guards, too. To do a good job of protecting us.
Mama, can I wear your crown a while?
Yes. Can I hold the little star? Just for a minute? Then people will believe. Oh, please don't go. You only just got here.
Yes, Mama. Stay longer, Mama.
So the Virgin is raising cows nowadays, huh?
And you need to take off that rationalist blindfold that's covering your eyes. Wasn't Jesus born in a stable? Why wouldn't the Virgin talk to them about their chores?
Yeah. I'll take note of all this in my report, and you'll be hearing from me, Brigadier.
So tell me, who have you been talking with?
With the Virgin.
The Virgin.
Of Mount Carmel.
With the Virgin of Mount Carmel.
Yes, Mount Carmel.
And tell me, was she like a statue in the church?
No.
So what was she like? How was she dressed?
In white.
That's it?
She had a blue cape, a white dress, and a crown of little golden stars.
And that's all? Nothing else?
She also had a scapular in her hand.
In her left hand. Ah, scapular. In her left hand.
No.
Are you sure?
In the right.
Yes, I'm sure. A scapular in the right hand.
In the right, okay. And this Virgin, how did she act then?
Like a mother.
Like a mother.
Like the best of mothers.
You mean to say like your mother?
No, more like a friend. Well, like a friend, and like the best of mothers.
And what else?
Well, she was with two
angels.
angels.
One was Saint Michael.
Michael, and the other...
The other I don't know. And
the Virgin was holding the child Jesus in her arms.
Well then, it appears that... It's all from God!
The town is blessed!
I've got a joke. One guy says to another, "What's your name?" The guy answers, "Peter O'Brien." The first guy says, "Make up your mind, man. Is it Peter O'Brien?"
That's a bad joke. A terrible joke.
I know. Thing is, I have to give a retreat to a community of nuns, and they say that humor is a good teaching method even for doctrine. Otherwise, they'll fall asleep.
Maybe they're meditating. Deeply. You know, St. Teresa talks about mystical dreams.
You're so innocent, I wonder if you ever had original sin. Jokes aside, this whole area of mysticism is really complicated. I still can't believe you got me to come here with all the things I have to do.
We can look at it as a retreat.
A retreat after examining the children.
Yeah, God willing.
God willing, of course. Anything might happen. We might get hit by an asteroid, the world might end. Only God knows.
How'd it go with Don Valentin?
Good. It went well, I said. But you know, things are getting a bit complicated.
What did Don Valentin say?
Carmen, That man is a bit gullible about these so-called apparitions and the girls and the Virgin.
He must have his reasons. He's a man of God and very wise.
Wise, Cutterman? But he's going around telling everyone the Virgin is appearing to 4 girls. Do you think that's wise? Besides, you believe everything right from the get-go. We have to be prudent.
You and your prudence.
Cutterman, I've just been promoted to brigadier.
I don't care about you being a brigadier. I married you because I love you, not for your job.
But love doesn't put bread on your table.
So, thanks for the ride. It was getting pretty dark out there.
Don't mention it, Father. You were still a long way from GARABANDAL.
Isn't there a better road?
No, sir. By foot, by mule, or on one of these. Lots of people go there on foot because they say these things are dangerous. But hey, I haven't had any accidents so far.
Even so, maybe you should slow down a bit.
You're Jesuits, aren't you?
That's right.
I knew about the sash. Lots of priests have been coming. And foreigners as well. I've met more Americans these days than in all my life.
Lots of interest, then.
Ooh, you better believe it. Everyone wants to see the girls seeing the Virgin.
In ecstasy.
Sorry?
It's called ecstasy. If all this really is from God, it means they lose contact with the world around them completely and become immersed in God. It's quite common among the saints. Saint Teresa...
Look here. I don't know what the girls are seeing, but I know what I see. The other day, for example, one of these strangers, bit of a wise guy, right? I felt like breaking his legs. The guy comes along with a lighted cigarette and puts it out on Jacinta's hand. The amazing thing is, the child didn't even blink. I don't get it. If it's all false, how do they do it? But then why would the Virgin come to this village? I wonder. And the way they walk? Backwards and forwards. They know lots of things about everyone. You'll meet the expert who's in charge of investigating it all. He's looking at it in depth. Dr. Punternow's told me some stuff. About their eyes, their breathing. Watch out!
It's broken.
Broken?
Yes, broken. Beyond all doubt. I can't do much here. You'll have to go to the hospital in Valdecilla tomorrow. We'd like to see the girls if that's possible. At this hour? That's impossible, I'm afraid. You'll have to spend the night here and make your way to Valdecilla tomorrow. Listen, I'm sorry, but this is all I have here. But it'll help ease the pain. They're actually for headaches, but, well, you have a hard night ahead of you.
Yes?
Father Ramon, sorry it's so late, but I have an important message for you. We saw the Virgin. She told us your leg will be cured.
That's enough, Father. You're going to make the dominoes dizzy. By the way, have you talked with the girls?
Well, yes. I have talked with the girls, one by one. To tell you the truth, it doesn't seem like any big thing. It's all quite simple. No major revelations.
We're getting into a right mess here. A right mess. But what are you doing here? Are you crazy?
He's a bit crazy, actually.
Hey, come on. You know them?
Yes, sure. It's Father Andreu. His leg is broken and he should be in the hospital in Santander and not here.
It was broken. Now it's cured.
What do you mean was broken? Cured how?
The Virgin cured it.
What? The Virgin? Show me that foot.
Take a good look. See? Perfect. Like I said yesterday, we were specifically sent here to investigate this case. And if possible, we'd like to interview the girls. Could that be done today?
Well, right now they're with Dr. Puncernau. If we hurry, we could get there in time, I think.
Well, come on, let's go.
But your leg is proof enough.
Now tell me again. That first call, what happens? You don't hear a voice, right? It's a feeling of joy. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. That's right.
And after you hear that first call?
A short while goes by before the second one. The first time, it's like she says, "I'm coming soon." And the second, it's like she says, "Here I come."
And what do you feel with that second call?
A great joy. Then we start running, you know? There's not much time between the second and third call. At the third call, we get really, really excited. And
then she's there.
Let's do a little test. What do you think?
What do you think of this?
It's too soon to tell. There are certain phenomena here which, as a scientist, as a doctor, I am unable to explain. The girls, outside of the ecstasies, are perfectly normal. However, during the ecstasies, they behave in a way that's quite different, so to speak.
What do you mean by that, Doctor?
Well, for example, the ecstatic marches, if I may use the term. They walk unaided, but they don't seem to walk. They seem to fly. There is no proportion between their steps and the distance covered. Their physical state is extraordinary. For example, their alterations of weight. When in ecstasy, they are like...
Excuse me, please.
Like stones.
Are you the father of Mariku?
Yes, I am.
I'm sure I can move her.
If you like, you could try to.
Okay.
I told you could try to.
And yet, when the girls are in ecstasy, they are able to lift each other up without a problem, without difficulty.
You know, I've noticed that when the girls fall on their knees, they show no sign of pain or that it hurts. Even when they fall on pebbles or stones.
And they always keep their posture.
Never compromising their modesty, right?
Are you taking notes of all this?
All of it.
Are you sending all this to...
To the bishop. Of course we are. Since the ecstasies began, he's been keeping notes on everything that's occurred here. And we sent it all over, all together.
Another very strange thing is the ability of hierognosis. It's the capacity to recognize holy objects. For example, one day Conchita was holding up the crucifix to be kissed, but she skipped someone. Do you know why? Because he had blessed himself that morning. He was the only one who had done it. He did it every day.
Come on. In other words, he was the only one who'd done his homework? That's incredible.
Sometimes she offers the crucifix to everybody. On one occasion, she gave it only to the priests. But the thing is, they weren't even dressed as priests.
You mean she knew, even though they were disguised as lay people?
Exactly right.
Hold on. All this seems very interesting to me. Very interesting. But I don't know. It might be some kind of scam. Or even a coincidence.
It could be. But we haven't been able to discover any mistakes or an explanation of just how they're able to do it. Believe me, there are things that are too difficult to explain. Their eyes don't react to the lights. It's as if they were watching
the Virgin Mary.
I don't know. I can't explain it.
But do you think it's from God?
Look, let's just see how all this develops.
Yes, they're already in ecstasy. But in these situations, they don't usually take more objects.
I understand, but they've come so far. So please, Brigadier, let me try.
Go on then, try it, but discreetly, huh?
Oh, thank you, thank you. What a gift from my husband.
It's nothing.
I have a ring in my pocket? Who gave it to me? Okay, kiss it then. Don't forget how much the Virgin loves you.
Conchita, don't you get annoyed at the mobs of people?
The Virgin has always taught us to welcome all those who come.
And you really are doing that. By the way, what happened today in the apparition? You didn't seem as joyful as usual.
The Virgin gave us a message. But we can't tell anyone about it just yet. Not until the 18th of October.
The 18th of October? Why the long wait? What's it about?
It's very important. But she wants us to wait. We're not even allowed to tell you. Nor my mother. Nor Don Valentin.
Fair enough. We'll just have to wait. These wedding rings belong to my wife and me. Could you ask the Virgin to kiss them?
Of course I can.
Whose idea was it to put that thing along with the rosaries? Can someone tell me what the heck the Virgin is going to do with that?
Yeah, I don't think the Virgin has much use for such things.
Yes, Mama. We told him you might not like it, but...
I told you it was fishy. How could Our Lady kiss that?
Very well, as usual.
She says she'll come back.
The powder box girl, did the Virgin kiss it?
Yes. It was the first thing she asked for. She said it belonged to her son.
Yeah, right. Her son.
It's mine.
What? Now this is even weirder.
But, Buddy, what made you think of giving that thing to the girls?
Well, during the Civil War, in some areas where many priests were killed, the Eucharist was carried in that powder box.
So that's why. In that case, yes, you could say that it belongs to her son, yeah.
Yeah.
Manin?
Yes, Father.
Here are yesterday's reports. By me and Dr. Ortiz. Can you please take them to Don Valentin?
Yes, of course.
How are things with you?
Good. But people think I'm the one behind the girls, making it all up.
Yeah, and you're making them levitate too. Pay no heed to what people say. Just do whatever God asks of you. And that's it.
This whole thing is a pure farce, you know?
You've been here all of 10 minutes. I've been here investigating this for 4 weeks, and I'm still not sure. Dr. Ponce, this gentleman wishes to speak with you.
My pleasure. Shall we go for a walk? Look, I've been watching these girls for months, and I've seen extraordinary things. Things that science just can't explain.
Yeah, but doctor, these girls, they talk about everyday, meaningless stuff. I don't know.
And what do you talk about with your mother?
Hey, look. You're not listening to me. These girls talk about their cows, and then they say it's the Virgin Mary, and everyone believes they're apparitions. They're all crazy.
You're not being rational. How do you explain the ecstatic marches, levitations, immunity to pain, lost objects that they find guided by the vision? I've seen several miraculous cures already. Look, don't rush to any judgments. Spend a few days here.
Aren't you seeing the Virgin anymore?
No, sir.
But why not?
Holy Mary, Mother of God.
Father, it's really true. It's really true. I'm convinced, totally. It's really happening.
Hold on now. 10 minutes ago, you believed nothing. And now, what's happened?
He had a little encounter with Jacinta.
Is that so? What happened?
Listen, the girl came. She came to give us the crucifix to kiss. And I thought in my mind, I said, if this is real, if the Virgin Mary is really appearing, then let this be the end of the ecstasy. And Jacinta lowered her head as if everything were normal again.
He's not the only one. The very same thing happened to another guy right afterwards. What a pity no one from the investigating committee was there.
Do you know who he was?
No idea.
Why did you come to Garabandal?
Well, the truth is, for a long time now, I've had some doubts. And I thought coming to Garabandal might give me some answers.
Doubts about the apparitions?
No. It's not that. Just doubts. You see, I'm a priest. But I'm not sure I really am one.
What do you mean you're a priest, but you're not sure?
You see, I don't know if my ordination was valid, or if I had the right attitude at the time.
And what happened this morning didn't help?
Yes, of course it did. But I need to see more things. I really need to see more.
Okay then. Let's go see more.
Mother, if I truly am a priest, make the girl, instead of giving me the cross to kiss, make her come and bless me, not like the rest, Mother. That's no good, Mother. She blessed the Brigadier too, and he's not a priest. If instead of that, she had given everyone the crucifix to kiss, without exception, and she blessed me, only me, 3 times, then there'd be no more room for doubt.
Yes.
Bishop Alfaro, you must go up there tomorrow. Dr. Morales may be partially right in his diagnosis, but it's incomplete. He doesn't explain or even mention some of the extraordinary things that are happening there. He lacks...
So you've had time then to get yourself a diploma in neuropsychology as well as qualifying as a brigadier, right?
Dr. Morales, in all these months, you've only shown up there 3 days. You don't even go to see what's happening up there. You sit in the sacristy, smoking, and mocking things you know nothing about. Nothing. How can you pronounce judgment on what you haven't even seen? Many other doctors and priests have found the girls perfectly normal. And epileptics? Nonsense. You know what? God will judge you on this.
Brigadier, you are forgetting who Dr. Morales is and the reputation of this man. We should be thankful to him for his patience and attention to such trivial matters. In fact, we have several written testimonies from members of the village faithful to add to his reports.
But, Your Excellency, there are many other testimonies. And of the ones you have, some don't reflect the reality of what's really going on here. This is an enormous occurrence. And we're not giving it the true importance that it really deserves.
What Don Valentin means, Excellency, is that the committee members have been absent here and are unaware of most of the events. They should find out more. Ask many more people, not just the witnesses that they select.
You said tomorrow the girls will give a message. Is that right?
Yes, Your Excellency.
The committee members will be there.
Don't worry. Everything will be fine.
I'm not so sure, Carmen. Who knows what might happen? If something goes wrong, it'll be my fault, you know. My career. Who knows what's ahead?
Juan, God knows everything. Trust in him. Anyway, no matter what happens, you know I'm with you, don't you?
Don Valentin.
Good day.
How many people have come today to see the girls? 7,000 or 8,000? This is getting out of hand. If an episode of mass hysteria occurs, things could get very ugly very fast.
You know, I don't think you're going to like the message.
The message? You know what it says?
Yeah, of course. Conchita gave it to me yesterday.
Really?
Yes, yes. At 10:30 tonight, we must announce it.
A bit late. This rain, people won't have enough shelter. You'll have to do it earlier.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, I guess doing it a few hours earlier won't do any harm or anything. But what if it's from God?
Let them announce it from the pines.
No. The Virgin wants me to read it. Here, in front of the church.
In front of the church? What are you thinking, man? You can't compromise the diocese like that. Bishop Alfaro hasn't dictated judgment. He's made no declaration on this. Let them do it at the Pines, where there's plenty of space for everyone. In front of the church, no.
Yes, but the girls, unaccompanied, and the Virgin.
There are lots of civil guards here. Let them announce it at the Pines. They're the ones having supposed apparitions. You stay out of it.
Maybe you're right. I'm sorry. I can't read it.
Don Valentin, what do you mean you can't read it? The girls have said that you've been asked to do it.
It was the Virgin who said you must read it in front of the church.
Yes, but it's very... And this big crowd. Have you seen how many people there are? And the bishop. The bishop hasn't given us a clear statement on the matter. Look, I think it's best that we separate what the apparition is saying on the one hand and what the church is saying on the other.
So who's going to read it then?
Read it yourselves.
We must make many sacrifices, do much penance, and visit the Blessed Sacrament. But first, we must be very good. Otherwise, a chastisement will befall us. The cup is already filling up, and if we do not change, a very great chastisement will come upon us.
Vergara. And this must be the famous Dr. Morales, no?
Congratulations on your appointment.
Yes, thanks very much. But please, take a seat. So talk to me. Let's get directly down to business.
Well, really, I just wanted to introduce you to Dr. Morales and discuss the situation in San Sebastián de Garabandal.
Garabandal. If you knew how many letters I'm receiving from Spain and around the world asking for clarification of the situation. So what I need from you is clarity and decisiveness. Is that clear? The reaction doesn't concern me. I already know that the people who go there will suffer greatly if I don't put a stop to this. And besides, from what I hear, people are already beginning to express disappointment.
Exactly. People expected something so much bigger, a miracle, and they feel let down.
The message was clearly written by the girls. It's elemental. And besides, it looks like an attempt by them to revive the situation.
It seems the families are obtaining certain benefits, and naturally they will try to, well, reactivate things. They've already made an announcement.
Of what?
Of a miracle, with a date and everything.
People are very gullible and very simple. And that kind of people is very easy to convince, to confuse. What is clear is that these girls are completely unstable. They need neuropsychological treatment.
This won't stop until you make a declaration A public one.
Well, in that case, I need witnesses and proof to write that document.
Then there's nothing to worry about. That job, Your Excellency, is already done.
How is Conchita, Aniceta?
Just fine, as usual. But
is she giving you some sort of trouble at home?
no, she's very well behaved. Has been since all this began, to be honest. But it's just that lately she's been saying something that worries me.
Well, what is it?
It seems that the Virgin told her that. Hi, Conchita.
Hi, Mom.
Hello, girl.
Hello, Brigadier. How are you?
Me? Just fine, thank God. Your mother has fed me a magnificent breakfast. In fact, I came here this morning bright and early to speak with you. And your mom told me you were in the lane praying the rosary in the freezing cold.
The Virgin asked us to. We want to do it to please her.
Do you want a glass of hot milk?
No, thanks.
Don't get the idea. They're in ecstasy praying the rosary at 5 in the morning. If they were, they wouldn't arrive home every day half frozen.
Isn't it hard to get up that early, Conchita?
Well, it's a little hard sometimes. But as she says, we must make many sacrifices, so we're happy to do it.
Get going.
Okay. Thank you for coming. But I have to get ready for school now.
The Virgin has told her she will deny everything.
Look, Aniceta. Many people think that the girls wrote the message, you know. And that worries me. Because some people are dead against all this. I must admit I have my doubts, too. But I also have moments that are very special. I don't know. I'd like to speak with Father Andreu. Conchita!
Yes?
Listen here, girl. No. Nothing. You're off to school, right?
Yes.
Off you go, then. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
You have to open your heart to the Virgin. I understand your doubts. But the proofs are plenty for believing. And you've seen a lot of them firsthand. You're in a privileged position.
I know, Father, I know. But it's hard to believe.
Of course it's hard. You have to make a little leap of faith. But God gives us enough light to see the step He asks us to take. Look, there's one thing I can tell you for sure, my friend. There's nothing in the apparitions that goes against the faith of the Church.
Isn't that what the gospel is for? Why should the Virgin appear at all, then?
Because she loves us and wants to show us she's our mother. Do you know she even plays hide and seek with the girls? She comes to remind us of Christ's message, you know, not to add anything to it. Ask her to help you, to open your heart to the graces she wants to give you. Don't be afraid.
Excuse me? How long will this take? When is the ecstasy? We're staying in Cosio and have to leave soon.
Ma'am, please. You've got to understand you just can't force this kind of thing. But don't worry, I don't think it'll take...
Pray, please, pray.
Come on.
Please.
Pray, please.
Come on.
Hey, look. Huh? A little present from the Virgin. I told you.
Wonderful. She came. We're blessed.
Did you see that?
Of course I saw that. Why?
They're not seeing the Virgin.
What do you mean they're not seeing the Virgin? How can you say that?
Come here. Come. What a coincidence, right? Just when the foreigners were leaving, the Virgin arrived. What a stroke of luck, huh?
Well, yes.
And you girls had nothing to do with it.
Well, since the Virgin was going to come anyway, and we didn't want to disappoint people, we moved a little, and...
But Conchita, so you faked it?
Yes, but just for a minute.
Girl, you can't do that. Do you realize how many people are against you girls? Saying all this is false? And then you give them reasons not to believe?
Sorry. We just wanted them to believe.
Look, Conchita, that might seem better sometimes, but the truth is best, always the best. By trying to give these people these special experiences, you can harm other people and harm them in their faith.
I think I'll wait for the next call at home.
Nothing good will come from this.
But look at her. I'm sure she wanted to do good. But this could help some people to bury all this.
Of course.
Angels can't consecrate, Alvarez. Don't you think that the girls are trying to regain people's attention?
No. The girls haven't said the angel consecrates the hosts. They say the angel takes the consecrated hosts from a tabernacle, and he never brings the communion to the village when a priest is there.
Won't there be priests the day of the miracle? Why should the angel come then?
There probably will be priests that day in the village. But doctor, this is something special the Virgin wants to do, so people will believe.
Look here, Alvarez. This is coming to an end. You realize that, don't you? The girls have been convincing, sometimes more than others, but let's be honest. Don Valentin told us they have faked ecstasies.
And how do you know all the ecstasies haven't been faked?
Yes, it's true that some ecstasies were fake, but very few. And there have been thousands of ecstasies and extraordinary events that have no explanation other than a divine intervention.
We are here for the good of the people. To serve the bishop and to let them know this is coming to an end. His Excellency is about to make a declaration. There are just a few more testimonies to collect, but really...
We don't want to see you associated with all this when it falls apart. It's clear you're a good man, a very good man. You've been very close to the girls, like a father to them. But it's probably best that you distance yourself from it all.
So that you're not in the boat when the storm comes.
They say that tomorrow there'll be...
Yes, we know, a miracle, right? What? Like the last one? Anyway, we'll be there.
Well, of course you'll be there then, won't you? You won't miss a pre-announced event like that, will you? You're the investigators.
I remind you that the last time a calamity was avoided thanks only to us.
That's absurd. Doctors, prestigious ones like Dr. Punternau, have stated there was no hint of mass hysteria in the village. You fixed nothing, because there was nothing there that needed fixing.
Look, Alvarez, when you get close to the persons involved and wish to help them, it's very difficult to be objective. We've watched from a distance to see things rationally, not with our sentiments.
Think of your reputation. Think of it, and look towards your future.
Madre mia, what a mess. We're in for big trouble. There's going to be a riot, that's what some are saying. Some people think it's a hoax. Others are saying who knows what.
But look at her. Just look at her face. Looking at that face, do you think that she could have done something bad?
Oh, Lord, you must protect her.
No promises, Anatheta. It's not going to be easy to block so many people and keep her safe. Who the heck knows? I can't promise anything.
I don't like this one bit. I'm scared they might knock her down and crush her. Give me your word you'll protect her.
If no miracle happens, they'll kill us all.
Don't fret, Anatheta. We'll protect her. You have my word.
Let's go, come on.
And you were there?
Yes, I was there.
And what did you see?
Did you see the host, yes or no?
Yeah. The girl had it hidden in her hand when she knelt down. I don't know exactly when or how, but she suddenly put it on her tongue.
It's obvious. She took advantage of the darkness, the crowd. And there's your miracle. People will believe anything, you know?
Have no doubt that we will take action. You have performed a great service to the truth.
The investigating committee in charge of studying the events that have been occurring in the village of San Sebastián de Garabandal declares that the phenomena lack all evidence of a supernatural nature and can be explained by natural causes.
Yeah, and I'm a bullfighter.
We forbid all priests, diocesan and non-diocesan alike, and all consecrated people, even those heretofore exempt, from explicitly traveling to the aforesaid place. We repeat to all the faithful the warning that they must abstain from fomenting the atmosphere created by the development of these events, and that, therefore, they must desist from visiting the said village with this motive. In a question of such gravity, we expect from one and all a prompt conformity with these instructions.
Is that it then? So, we just walk away? After all we've seen and experienced, you're not going to do anything?
Do you know when I began to believe? When I received this. From the very beginning, I sent reports to the bishop's office on everything that was happening. Everything. Testimonies. Do you know what they did with them? They threw them in the trash. And to top it all off, they've sent me this letter. Put an end to all this. And stop sending paperwork. As if I was the one making this all up.
We have to talk again with the committee.
The committee has never wanted to talk to us. And after what they've achieved, even less now. We can do no more. And God knows that we've tried.
Brigadier, we're looking for the parish priest, Don Valentin. Could you tell us where we could find him?
Yes, I know Don Valentin. But right now he's rather busy. Can you wait a little?
Well, we're leaving shortly now. But, perhaps you could, pass on a private message to him. To only him, and with discretion.
You have my word. What is it?
Well, a brother of ours, Father Justo, he visited here the other day.
Yes, I remember seeing him here. But he stayed away from the apparitions.
Yes, well, I bring his formal apology. He was unable to come in person.
Apology? But for what?
He hasn't been able to sleep for 3 days, tormented by what he's done. He gave a false testimony to the Lord Bishop about the miracle that occurred here the other day. He said the whole thing was a scam, that the girl took the host from her pocket.
A scam, he said. But this man lied. Doesn't he realize the repercussions and damage he's done?
He does. And he's deeply sorry. He begs forgiveness.
All right. I'll pass on your message to Don Valentin.
Hi.
Hello, Conchita.
Lots of people don't believe, you know? She told us that even we ourselves would deny it all. I didn't believe it. But now, I'm not sure. I feel that I've deceived people. What do you think?
I don't know, Conchita. I don't know what to think. Look, when I see you in ecstasy, talking with the Virgin, and in other extraordinary situations, how can I not believe? But other times, I don't know. I have lots of doubts.
Do you know what she said when I asked her about the letter from the bishop? She just smiled.
Conchita, we are important men. We are very busy. You just admitted it a couple of minutes ago. It was all a lie.
Not the callings, nor the miracle either. Sometimes I'm not sure. It's been so long that I don't know.
Don't think about it too much, girl. It was all a lie. We don't want to have to excommunicate you. Don't you understand?
No. What's discommunicate?
When a person is very disobedient and tells lots of lies, the authorities must be firm. You couldn't receive communion, and your sins, you couldn't be absolved. And when you die, they wouldn't be able to bury you in a cemetery. They'd bury you outside, like a dog.
Do not doubt that my son will perform a miracle.
Hi, Mama. It's been ages since you last came. I missed you. You know what? Many no longer believe.
It's been a long time now since the girl had an apparition. You know, I always believed she saw the Virgin. And since the miracle, I've been faithful.
If all those who laugh at the girls had seen what you and I have seen, they'd be singing another tune.
That's for sure.
She says it won't be the Virgin this time, that it'll be the angel. And there'll be a second message.
In that case, you better get your troops ready, because there's gonna be trouble.
Conchita, have you seen the crowds of people who've come to the village?
It's all I can think of.
And you're sure you're going to see the angel?
Positive.
What time will this occur?
That I really can't tell you, because I don't know.
And do you know what the angel will say?
I'm not sure, but probably, I don't know. Another message? But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
So, where's it gonna happen?
Garcia!
Yes, Brigadier.
I want you to go tell all the people here to head for the lane, little by little. And above all, you must keep order. Conchita, what should we do now?
Well, head for the lane like everybody else.
Let's go then.
Here comes Conchita.
Forgive them. Forgive them. The priests? Bishops? 2nd of July?
Yes, yes. Exactly. I want her treated just like the rest. Yes? Precisely. That's why we changed her name. No one can speak with her without my explicit permission. No one.
Maria?
Yes?
You have visitors in the meeting room.
Good morning, Conchita.
Good morning, Your Excellency.
I'm very sorry for taking you out of class. What were you studying?
History.
History? I find history fascinating. Don't you?
Well, that's okay.
It's okay. It's more than okay. So, I imagine that you have guessed why we have come here today, right? And I also imagine you know Don Jose.
Of course. How could she not know her pastor? I've only been there a short while, but we're good friends, aren't we? We need your help, your cooperation.
How can I help you?
We need you to tell us the truth. Everything you told Don Jose a couple of weeks ago in the village, before coming here. We've already spoken with the other girls. We've talked with Maricruz, Mariloli, and with Jacinta. They told us many things. Many.
Mama, we love you so much. So much,
Do you
Mama.
want to tell us something too? What a message the Virgin Mary gave you. It's a bit strong, isn't it? So strong that for a little girl to make it up, she would have to be...
What did she say? What happened?
What did the Virgin say?
Since it has not been heeded, and the world has not been told of my message of the 18th of October, I tell you this is the last one.
Since it has not been heeded, and the world has not been told of my message of the 18th of October, I tell you this is the last one. Before, the cup was filling up. Now it is brimming over. Many priests.
Many priests, and now here's my favorite part, right? Many priests, and bishops too, right? Many priests are following the path to perdition, and are taking many souls with them. Come on, girl. Do you really think the Virgin could have said something like this?
You made it all up. You've been lying all this time.
Many priests are following the road to perdition, and with them they are taking many more souls. The Holy Eucharist is given less and less importance. You must turn the wrath of God away from you by your efforts. If you ask for His forgiveness with a sincere heart, He will pardon you. I, your mother, through Saint Michael, the Archangel, wish to tell you to amend your lives. You are now in the last warnings. I love you very much, and I do not want your condemnation. Ask us sincerely, and we shall grant your plea. You must make more sacrifices. Reflect on the passion of Jesus.
Now, once and for all, Conchita, did you see the Virgin Mary in San Sebastián de Garabandal?
Conchita, lots of people aren't going to like this. Lots of people. You realize that?
Yes, I know. I don't fully understand it myself. But if the Virgin said it, then it must be true.
And are you all right?
Yes, just a bit confused about what she said about us denying everything.
You know what, Conchita? Even if at some point you doubt and deny everything, girl, I can't ever deny what I've seen. All the things I've lived here. And if you do deny it, in some moment of doubt or confusion or darkness or even deep suffering, for me, it won't change a thing.
I brought you these rosaries so you can kiss them.
So I see. Conchita, do you remember what I told you on your Saint's Day? That you would suffer much on earth? Well, I say it to you again. Trust in us and offer it gladly to our hearts for the good of others, uniting yourself more to us. Conchita, I have not come for you alone. I have come for all my children, to bring them closer to our hearts. Talk to me, Conchita. Talk to me about my children. They are all under my mantle.
It's very small. We can't all fit.
Do you understand, Conchita, why I did not come on the 18th of June to give you the message for the world? It was because it pained me to say it to you, but I must say it to you, for your good and God's glory if you heed it. I love you so much, and I desire your salvation. Conchita, will you at least respond?
If I could only see you always, yes. But otherwise, I don't know. I'm very bad.
Just do your best and we will help you. The same goes for my daughters, Loli, Jacinta, and Maricruz. Conchita, why don't you visit my son more often in the sacrament, where he is waiting for you day and night? This is the last time you will see me here, but I will always be with you and all my children.
How happy I am when I see you. Why don't you take me with you now?
Remember what I told you on your Saint's Day. When you present yourself before God, your hands must be filled with good works done for others and for God's glory. And now they are empty. But I will be with you and with all my children.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us today the chief medic of the investigating committee of the phenomenon of San Sebastián de Garabandal, Dr. Morales.
Many thanks. Many thanks to everyone. What we know about Garabandal, everything you've been told, everything that's been condemned through the past 20 years is based on reports by the committee set up to study the events. It's based on my reports. Well, today I'm going public. Those reports do not reflect the truth. The Lord Bishop and I have agreed that I should tell you 3 things. That Garabandal is true, that it should be placed on the same level as Fatima and Lourdes, and that the experiences of the girls were objectivations of subjective experiences. I also ask that the case of San Sebastián de Garabandal be studied once again. Because what happened there was absolutely inexplicable.
61, nuestra madre está al llegar. Han venido por ella personas del mundo entero, nuestra madre está al llegar. Muchas pruebas nos dará tu amor. Abre nuestro corazón a Él. No te vayas, no, quédate por siempre a nuestro lado. Madre, guárdanos en la esperanza. En Garabandal tú estarás por siempre a nuestro lado, Madre del Señor y Madre nuestra. ¿Cuántos años de pruebas de amor, de esperanza y lucha? Nuestra Madre es nuestro hogar. ¿Cuántas almas oyendo tu voz volverán de nuevo a tu Hijo nuestro Dios? Si algún día negaré tu amor, vuelve, Madre, a hablar en mi dolor. No te vayas, no, quédate por siempre a nuestro lado. Madre, guárdanos en la esperanza. En Garabandal tú estarás por siempre a nuestro lado, Madre del Señor y Madre nuestra. Tú eres la esperanza nuestra, contigo llegaremos y al final tú vivirás en medio nuestro, María. Queremos ser tu hogar, tú diste a luz a la esperanza, contigo se hizo carne la verdad. El triunfo es de la Inmaculada María de Garabandal. No te vayas, no, quédate por siempre a nuestro lado. Madre, guárdanos en la esperanza. En Garabandal tú estarás por siempre a nuestro lado, Madre del Señor y Madre nuestra.